sideways and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
The Vengeance Campaign. For those of you who don't know, after 10 years, ZeniMax is really trying to fix lag and performance in PvP.
I don't believe you.
So this is a non-consensual test server which we must play periodically. It disables nearly everything that has ever been made in the game, like sets, Mundus Stones, and CP, with the goal of seeing what exactly is taxing the server. Or in other words, why the squirrels who run the servers are dying. Oh, and the sky looks like Spumoni ice cream. In all seriousness though, Vengeance is arguably the most divisive thing I have ever seen happen in the PvP community. People are vehemently opinionated about it, they either hate it or they love it. I posted a few polls recently and just take a look at the comments. One of the big arguments from supporters is that by removing meta sets, ball groups, and procs, this levels the playing field. So people are now forced to rely on individual skill instead, which in turn makes Cyrodiil more fair and more enjoyable. And of course, ZeniMax echoes this positive feedback.
Which is one of the other positive feedback points we get about Vengeance. They're like, ooh, I like going in there.
On the flip side, you have a large group of dissenters who think that Vengeance is just a dumbed down version of Cyrodiil. People really dislike being unable to use the builds they've had for years, the fights are boring and reduced to sheer numbers, and that if you like Vengeance, you simply suck at PvP. I posted this last opinion on a separate poll because it's a very popular argument, and the results were literally 50-50, like this is not rigged. There's only 600 votes, so clearly it's not representative, but it is a microcosm of the very divided community when it comes to Vengeance. What are my thoughts on Vengeance?
I'm going to be honest with you. I hate this place, this prison, this reality, whatever you want to call it. I can't stand it any longer. I must get out of here. I must get free.
Okay, pause here if you want actual opinions from me, but none of these things would even have to be argued about if we just address the real, singular issue with Vengeance, and that is transparency. There has been a serious lack of transparency from the developers at a time when the game simply cannot afford it. Let me give you some context here because it's important. Whether you think the game is dying or not, the future of ESO is in a fragile position, like, you cannot convince me otherwise. Trending downward population, staffing shortages, and the general consensus that no one seems to know where the game is going or if it's going to be okay. Year after year, we've been fed sweeping combat changes that have repeatedly upset the community. Despite so many avenues by which players can be heard, such as the PTS, the forums, and social media, grievances continue to fall on deaf ears, making it seem like they just don't care. So, perpetually angry community and a game that could be teetering to its death? Now, insert update 48, which is by far one of the more pathetic and lackluster updates, especially at a time when we kind of needed a strong update to show a solid future for the game.
And hoping we can give you guys some really cool stuff coming up.
Excellent.
Like, I didn't even have to edit in the awkward silence, it was there.
Hoping we can give you guys some really cool stuff coming up.
Excellent.
Like, that was just not promising at all. So now let's bring in the Vengeance campaign. ZeniMax, can you just be a little bit more specific, more transparent about what exactly this is going to look like down the road? Because we want to know, is Vengeance going to be the future of PvP? Will it completely replace Greyhost and every other campaign? Like, if the game is dying, is Vengeance supposed to be some type of hospice for the end of the game? Or is it just going to be a side campaign that exists as a choice? In the most recent stream, this was the best answer that they had to these questions.
You know, again, a lot of people have been asking, this came up in the AMA, like, you know, where is this stuff going? And the goal has always been to get Cyrodiil to what it should always have been, which is massive PvP warfare in a war zone of 3 alliances beating the crap out of each other. And we're trying to navigate the best ways for this to happen.
Like, what the f***? Sorry, but that just sounded like a bunch of filler. He states a better answer here, but basically it's that they just don't know. Some of you are gonna say, well, be patient, they have to test things and figure it out first, but I just don't see how ESO can realistically survive waiting years for this to be figured out, especially when the current state of affairs are pretty much dire. The cynical part of me wonders, like, maybe they're deliberately being vague, you know, like they know how divisive vengeance is and they just can't afford to throw another bomb on us, so they're just not telling us. Whatever the reason is, like if it's deliberate misinformation or just incompetence, this limbo phase, it just doesn't feel good. So hopefully we get some real answers soon. Let me know what your opinions are on all of these things and enjoy your 7-day vacation from ESO. See you guys next time. Cheers.